Well, howdy, howdy.
Hey. Hey, everybody.
You gonna be the Cheshire Cat tonight? Sitting there and smile?
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
Let's see if I can get my screen right. Yeah, you guys can see my shoes in the background and all that, so don't complain here. I know it's torturous. Be counting my shoes over there for me. I've had so many comments made about my flip-flops over there because that's all that's on there is flip-flops because that's all I wear. Is those flip-flops in the background? Yes, I have had Dr. Seuss on. But okay, Bird Dog, I sent you an invite.
Bird Dog.
You want to do who's in the house?
Oh yeah, sure. Shaw. Redneck Cockerham, Nerd Girl, and a Tartus. Driver of all, Bird Dog 1227. JP's Firearm Channel.
Welcome,
Driver
welcome.
of all. The Sick Man 99. Texas Apartment Prepper. Bush Hunt. Mouse Toes. Johnny Master at Arms Done. Sandra B, welcome. Day Token, welcome.
Howdy, howdy.
And I think that's all for now. Welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us.
We say this is an after chat, but I don't know what we're after chatting.
Yeah, because I only watched about 5 minutes of the the real chat, so I wouldn't know what to talk about.
Yeah, because they get into the politics a little bit heavy, don't they?
All right. Now we got Chris just side of normal and Foxfire Valley Vineyard. Welcome, welcome.
Howdy, howdy. I always say that.
Bush Hunt says he is smiling with his teeth.
Well, that's a good heads up there.
Right?
Three trolls that don't own a dictionary, huh? Who's troll hunting?
Oh yeah.
Who's our troll hunters tonight?
I think Nerd Girl's on point for us tonight.
All right.
Keep them in chat, girl. Where's Gun Nut, man? Where's your hubby at?
Oh, I'm lost.
Gee, thanks, Dish. What'd I do, Johnny?
Oh, talking about the chat?
Oh! Gee.
Now, you know she watched more than that because I was talking to her ahead of time and she couldn't get her mind, she couldn't get her head out of it.
Yeah.
Go with it, Dish.
Yeah, she couldn't pull me away. I was like, no.
I was like, Dish. Did you hear me, Dish? Did you hear me? She go, huh?
I'm learning things over here about vaccines and.
See, you were listening. Caught
Hello, Mike DeLucia. Welcome.
Howdy, howdy. He's new to the chat. I guess TR and Johnny's done with their after chat. Oh, Gun Nut's here. I'm taking roll call, people. You got to say here. You know I'm doing roll call. You know I have to do that. I do have a new one.
She will have to put a little whatever next year names, because this isn't really Jammy time, but
Yeah, it's kind of sort of something on the same
right.
Jammy time style. A little bit. Kind of, sort of.
Mm-hmm.
Bird dog, where are you?
I see
Tick
her
tock.
in the comments. Get
Tick
your ass over here.
tock. Tick tock. Are we going to have an after chat? Yes, we are. Remember that?
Yes, I do.
Uh-huh. See? I distinctly remember that.
Yes, I do too.
I hadn't seen Stump Ed or Stump Greenwood. They must be, well, I know she's been sick, so
Right.
they're probably taking the night off, which is understandable, because JP Firearms Channel.
Hey, Joel, Sweatman.
I was wondering when you'd get here. Jeez, you take forever.
He's had a long day, he said.
Yeah, I know he has. I'm just messing with him because I can. Ow. Yeah. Yeah. Go lay down. Like I'm telling my dog, go lay down. Go lay down.
Right?
Yeah, guys, I got 2 asleep. I got 1 still trying to hang out. But
it's Friday, she said.
Yeah. Yeah, she said it's Friday, Mama. We can stay up. It's Friday. And you just like pray. It's like, please go to sleep.
Right.
So,
I'm going to have to do something about these jumbo ears sticking out of my head all the time.
Oh, I hadn't even noticed your jumbo ears.
Right.
I don't even know the tune to Dumbo, and I'm just going to try to sing it, but I don't even know. That's just not a tune that stuck in my head as a child.
Right.
I can't even say one of the...
Looks like I got man things. What do you call those?
Sideburns.
Oh,
70s, the boogie woogies.
Right? Yeah, that didn't help either. Crap. This one just wants to be really bad.
No, Bush Hunt. Well, I'm not writing names down for a giveaway. We don't do giveaways on the after chat. They should have done that in the before chat, because the after chat don't do it.
No, not the after conundrum chat.
I don't even know what you're talking about, giveaways. Who in the world would do a giveaway? It's Tokens in the house. She always comes in and then she leaves us.
I know it.
We don't even get started good before she's gone. But I got you marked as here.
Yep.
Oh no, Chris, if I put Frozen on TV, she's going to sing How She Wants to Build Her Snowman. And I don't think I can listen to that song one more time. She can sing the Frozen song. Shh, don't do it though.
AZ Prepper said he was called the Dumbo. Aw, sad. Hey, STL Tony.
Nope. STL Tony's in the house. Yeah, that's bad when people call people's names like that. It's not a good thing. That wouldn't be Bird Dog, would it?
No, it's my mom.
Oh. If you need to do something, I can hold down the fort.
No, it's no.
Okay.
Not at all.
I can sing something. I'll find something to sing. I'm gonna shoot her. She's just gonna get shot. I don't choke her first.
Bird Dog, answer your phone. Or not your phone, but your call.
Okay, I guess we can bring the big dogs in. Because you know they're sitting there wagging their tails. They're just waiting to get in that door.
Hey, Jerry Pruitt.
Oh, Jerry's in the house. Awesome. Not everybody's checking in with us, though.
Right on.
I didn't see Ohio over here.
Hey, Jack of all trades.
Oh, he's back. Awesome. That's 2 Jamie times in a row. We might have a winner.
T-Token, you're hilarious.
Oh my gosh. No, Jerry, I don't have pink on tonight. I got cold. I had to change my shirt. It's like a freezer up here.
Oh, she said, where's the link?
She said LOL too. I'm gonna shoot her. I got an email or something. You guys will learn my ringtones after a while.
Yep, hi, Brian McNally. Guns and Gear.
Guns and Gear, hello. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Cool beans. Okay, I gotta write one down.
No, she said I am serious.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm a going. Okay, sent.
Day token. That's funny.
She won't do.
Right?
Send it again. Oh, you guys haven't received yours yet. Oh my.
Okay, my word. Good evening.
Good evening.
Bird dog.
I had to send Johnny's like 3 times. I'm gonna start charging his ass for this stuff.
Yeah, I think you might be dyslexic or something.
I think I was tonight.
I don't know where they go to. I swear I send them people. I don't know what
Well, you
happens
have
to
to
them.
go to the Google Plus now.
Yeah.
That's where mine comes through, as opposed to me being just on YouTube.
Oh, I always go to Google Plus to get mine. I don't know why. I just always have.
Yeah, that's me too. I open up Google Plus and hit the little Hangout button, so that menu will pop out showing all the past chats you've been in and invites and stuff. And most of the time it does the doorbell, and that's what it just done for me.
Oh.
Yeah. Plus, I got my cell phone hooked up, so it makes noises too.
Yeah, mine. Every time I get a message or something, mine be dinging and going off.
Okay.
So.
I have to jump out and come back in real quick, sorry.
That's okay.
Okay, that's cool. So what are you up to tonight, TR?
Trying to have a chat.
Well, you guys done good.
We did pretty good. Man, we couldn't find no good stories to talk about. We kind of winged it.
Yes. We do
It
some
went pretty
winging.
good, even when we started talking about GMOs and stuff like that. All the comment people, the people in the comments were up on that, so it wasn't like we was talking French to them.
Crap, Ohio found his way over here. Dang.
Gosh, I thought you blocked him again.
Alright, I don't know what I don't know.
He keeps getting through. Bush Hunt, you're funny.
Mm-hmm.
I told you, I put it out there to you last night.
You guys want a third up tonight?
Yeah, you did. I don't never put mine. Well, mine says 2 different things on it, so I can't put it up anyway. Let's see. Well, where's Johnny at?
Trying to catch his link.
I mean, I've sent it 3 times. Oh, would I have to baby him? He just likes to see me work.
Sandra B only ate a chicken sandwich all week. That blows.
That's not good.
Mm-mm.
Get a popsicle.
Right.
Yeah. Get your popsicle and some coffee.
Percocet.
Yeah.
It's not recommended.
Vicodins, couple Valiums, some Xanax, some K-bars, or not K-bars, Muse bars. Yeah, some K-bars too. You want to throw that in there?
Throw her knife in there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I have a grievance.
Oh Lord, I know who it's about.
Not tonight. We just can't deal with it tonight. So I gotta
You just hush. You just hush. I'm not talking to you. So you don't watch my chats, and you call me dyslexic?
I knew that was coming. I knew that.
Have you been hanging out with Tim Ledoux? I'm just saying.
I think I learned myself.
I don't know. There's channels out there that actually watch other people's chats and videos and all kind of shit like that. It's amazing.
It is. Miss Dish.
Hey, boy in blue.
Oh, don't be ignoring me. Cause I'll go in there and turn everybody's volume off, and all you hear is me.
You don't want that. I'll listen to you all day long.
I think it's the other way around.
Shut up. No, it ain't. Every time I go to walk past him, he's like, and he'd just be talking.
No, I'm sitting here trying to watch video, and you keep interrupting.
I do not.
Bitch about something.
Something just hit my window. Probably one of them frickin' 90-pound June bugs that are flying around.
That or a bat. It's coming to get you.
Whew.
Yeah, it could have been a bat trying to catch that 90-pound June bug. Missed.
Yeah, no doubt, yeah.
Lose an ear.
Yeah. I thought that when I was outside taking the garbage out, I thought that it was like a hummingbird, but it was it was one of those bastards flying around.
Them June bugs make good fishing bait.
Oh yeah, I bet they do. They got them sticky fingers. They can just grab hold of the fish for you.
Yeah.
You just don't want one of those things getting in my hair because they.
Ohio said that maybe next month his schedule's changing. He might be able to start being in on this with us.
Cool.
I didn't see that.
I didn't hear nothing.
I didn't see nothing.
It's all right. He can get invited every 2 weeks.
I didn't see or hear no evil.
I didn't
See
see
there,
it put in
the
here.
token said, "Dish apologize to the man. Hurry." Thank you, the token. At least I know somebody cares.
Oh my word!
Right?
You want a whip so you can beat that horse,
Mm.
Mr. Bullet Points?
According to
No,
what I can con everybody out of.
I don't know. I got to do some conning tonight myself. I mean, if I'm gonna get accused of it, I might as well do it.
I ain't figured out what I'm conning yet.
I hadn't.
So I must be the world's dumbest con man.
There's
Conundrum.
You're right, it's a conundrum.
Oh, Tony, who is that? I mean, it's been a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine that.
Mm-hmm.
All we had was a cup to look at for the longest time.
That's why he sent his mug.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's good to see him. He's only in for a quickie.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh, Boy in Blue said the Blair Witch Project is on. Dang.
I barely made it through the first time. Ain't no way in hell I could watch it a second time.
Oh man, I love that because it
Really?
has to do because it's camping and idiots. So it's,
Awesome.
so
Right.
it's cool.
Awesome.
Well, I'm not much on horror films anyway, so.
Yeah, it can be the cheesiest horror film in the world. If they're out camping, I like it.
Oh yeah, Tony, you're on the list, buddy.
Oh yeah. Yep, you've been listed.
Yep.
Hey, Jeff. Thanks for stopping by. You popped in to say hello.
Yeah, Bush Hunt, you'll be punished for missing out on Michelle's chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, the demerit system.
Right.
That's right. I'm writing it down right now.
Yep.
So one demerit.
That's right.
But you can get stars too.
Yeah. Good boy. You get stars.
Mr. Bullet Point says, "Idiots Camping is my third YouTube channel."
Hey, Susan.
Oh, Susan's here.
Susan.
Yeah. Susan watched our chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it. But we have to pay her.
Right?
No.
And she told us no refunds, so you know.
She got her check just just a little bit before your chat came on, so it was. Woo.
Just in the nick
You know
of
what?
time.
You know what, Dish? I'm gonna send you something, but you won't be excited about it.
I'm sure I won't.
Mike DeLucia wants to know, is there a point for being new?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
if you
yeah.
and if you come back, then you get good brownie points.
I
Right.
know he was in our chat. Well, has he been in any of your chats, Michelle?
I haven't seen them before myself. No.
I've been
I
subbed
thought I
for
saw
a
him the
while.
other night.
Well, if not, you're welcome. We sent him over here.
No.
One person out of out of the other Jammy timers, the one person. Okay.
I've been
Well,
subbed to Mike for a long
He
time.
didn't. He
So.
didn't have to come over here. He might not have knew nothing about it if we hadn't said it.
Yeah, he got his paycheck today too.
Yeah.
Okay, Dish.
It's hell writing all them paychecks out. Just saying.
So much for that black flag.
You done said that 2 or 3 times now. She ain't even looking for it. How many times you gonna use that?
Many times I can get a laugh out of it. Until I actually send it to her, and then I won't be able to use it anymore.
What you eating there, Johnny?
Big old red
Pickled
sausage.
Mm-hmm. Pickled
Oh, that makes-
sausage and hot potato chips.
So there's another one, bush hunt. He's new to this chat. Conundrum, send him over.
Whatever, bush hunt. Right. Trying to be on the boys' side.
He's a chat whore, actually, now.
Yeah. You are a chat whore, man. How's it feel? See, I don't know how it feels, so.
You've been
I
on
was.
your own chat.
I
Yeah,
was at one time, but we got clean.
Yeah. Now we're just chat sluts. We're not whores anymore.
Yeah. We'll step down and it feels so good.
Yeah, it's so much cleaner.
My name is Michelle Just Playin, and I was a chat whore. That was it. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Jack of all trades, I made a video for the trolls. Hey, Sonoran Desert Prepper.
Ooh, howdy, howdy.
See, Sandra B had to be, conned into coming over here.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody needs to con her to eat.
She said a friend brought her a pizza tonight, earlier.
Pizza sounds so good.
No, it doesn't.
Doesn't it?
It does sound good. Anything with any cheese on it sounds good right now. I'm like hungry.
I've been wanting some all week.
Mm-hmm.
Get old pepperoni, cheese, mushrooms, little pineapple.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Yeah, I like a Canadian man every now and then. Oh, I mean pizza every now and then. Hawaiian pizza, whatever they're called.
Right.
No Hawaiian pizza. No damn fruit on my pizza.
Tomato sauce is a fruit, Johnny.
Technically, until you squished it and put sugar in it.
Just saying. Desert Prepper is a mega hoe.
Go for it.
Rocket. That's another good horror movie, Shrooms. Sorry, Johnny.
Oh, it's all good. I was just saying I went to Jack of all trades page when he said he made a video just to see, and I knew I was subbed, and then it showed I wasn't, so I just had to resub again.
YouTube hates us.
Mm-hmm.
It does. It's always fucking with my shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, meat lovers pizza.
Weren't we just talking about that last night? We were.
Uh-huh. Stuffed crust.
They talking
meat
about
lovers.
pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we were talking about TR.
Talking about the meat y'all talking about.
I like tube steak.
Meat
Anybody
lover.
like some tube steak? Nothing wrong with that.
No, there's not.
I hate sushi, but I ate some tube steak. Mm-hmm.
Thanks for sharing, nerd girl.
I knew you was gonna say something. I knew Dish. Dish is just. I don't want to picture that. I just don't want to picture that.
You got a sippy cup underneath there to catch any spills?
I knew she was gonna say something.
Yeah, I can picture that. Yeah.
Oh, AZ Prepper. His wife's on a diet, so he ain't eating either. That's really nice. That is so sweet.
At least in front of her.
Hey,
That's probably why
just
he's not
because
eating.
just because she's on a diet don't mean you can't go to the Pizza Hut and sit down and eat.
They got them personal pan pizzas,
Leave
man.
her ass
Those
at
things
home.
are awesome.
I
Yeah,
love
little
those
personal.
too.
Right.
But just let me quickly answer Blue. That's too much type. The way you get that license, I'm going to send you a link. And what you do is a practice test, and you just take it over and over and over and over until you get to where you know the answer is pretty good. You don't have to understand anything about it. Just know the answers to the questions, because it'll be the questions. There's about 300 questions, but they only ask you 50. So just take the test over and over and over, the practice test, and then while it's still fresh in your head, boom, go take the test.
Yeah, there's somebody. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Dish.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I thought you were finished. Go ahead.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I've done. If I had to take it right now, I'd fail.
Yeah. There's a person out there that is not very book smart, without saying any names. But he's a good character reader. But anyways, he cannot get his ham license because he can't remember the damn questions.
When I was taking my test, there were kids in there. There was a kid like 10 or 12 that got his license. Now, of course, his dad has a license, and so he's... You know,
Oh, there you go. Right. These are the questions to write on your arm, boy.
mm-hmm. But once you take the test enough, it kind of, once you see the question and you see the answer, it starts to make a little bit of sense, maybe. I don't know. I got an electrical background, so that's why it probably clicked with me a little bit better. But because it's really questions about how the radio works, and then a lot about the laws.
Okay. He wants to know where you take the test. Can you do it online?
No, you'll have to go somewhere. You'll have to find out where it's at locally. Like where I took mine at. I'll send you some more links, Boy Blue. But
I would think the FCA or whatever, FCC, excuse me, Federal Communications, Federal Trade Commission, Federal Communications, FCC.
What usually is there's ham clubs, like people that have little ham clubs, you know, in areas, and they give the test out. Like the Blue Ridge Network, I think, is who did the test, and it was like at the Red Cross in Greenville. Costed $10 to take the test. I passed the test. You can take the next level test for free, you know, if you pass that. And of course, I hadn't studied for it, so I didn't pass the general class. But that's usually what it is just the ham guys in your area. They volunteer their time, and because they want people involved in it. And it's not hard to find out. I'll have to look to figure out, but I'll send you a link, Boy in Blue, on a good source to find out all the stuff about it. Basically, ARL, I think is the name of it. Amateur Radio, something or other.
Any California prepper?
License.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking it is, but it might be something else.
Right. They've got a group in Orlando that is very active, and they get together and have meetings, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and they will instruct people and share tips. I'm subscribed to one of the gentlemen who is in charge of the Orlando group. I haven't really seen anything lately, you know, and he's a gentleman that was probably in his 70s now, a veteran, and as a lot of the ham operators tend to be vets.
Yeah, a lot of them are. And what those groups will do is they keep the area, you know, because when say a weather event happens, ice storm, tornado, or whatever, then all of a sudden they stop the casual chat on the repeaters, that, you know, and it becomes a weather station. And so you have all the people that's normally chatting and stuff, and they just start giving weather reports everywhere they're at. What's going on here? What's going on there? And it'll be the repeat, that frequency is locked down for weather only, or whatever else is going on. And you don't have to participate, but having a ham license, that is part of it, that you kind of take on a responsibility as a public service.
Right on to disseminate some information, right?
Mm-hmm.
To people that may not have ham.
Yeah, when the hurricanes hit coastlines or whatever, tornadoes, like tornadoes go on, the people with the ham radios, the communications go down, and they're the ones relaying all the information to they shut those frequencies down, and they're just for emergency broadcasting only. And like if it went on, I could, you know, let them know what's going on here in Travelers Rest. Boom, boom, boom. Check in, this is such and such. This is what's happening here. Everything's all clear, or we need this, you know, and that's kind of how it really got started anyway. But.
Right on. When we had Hurricane Andrew in Florida, you know, that was what really set my whole generation and families together to start major prepping, really. Ever since then, you know, we can operate pretty much through anything, and except probably without rule of law situation or something, you know. I'm just saying natural disasters. But Hurricane Andrew was pretty bad, and I think, you know, the ham operators really began in Florida strong at that time, and then more recently when we had those 3 tornadoes come through in the 2003, 2004, and that was just kick-ass here in Florida. We got our butt handed to us, like 3 tornadoes in a row, and I mean hurricanes, excuse me, not tornadoes. What am I saying? Good grief. A lot of tornadoes spun off of it, though. That was what was very damaging, really, more so, was the tornado damage, but they were hurricanes, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in Florida, you definitely need to be a prepper. I mean, just for hurricanes and nothing else. And see, another thing people don't think about now is all the cell phones are digital. So when the power goes down, boom, you don't have cell service. It's you know, when it was still analog, they would reach a good ways. But now, if the power's out, if you've been in an area and the power's out, you realize real quick, past like your phone was useless. And hardly anybody's got a landline anymore, so how are you going to communicate?
Yep. Really do need to have a landline.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the bad thing is, I mean, it's great. I got AT&T Uverse, but it's fiber optic to a certain point. So even with a landline now, no power, no phone.
Is that right?
Yeah. Because they go into fiber optic. So if you're on a fiber optic, it may be wires going to your house, but if the little junction station,
right.
back from there, if it ain't powered up, guess what? You ain't even got a landline no more.
Damn. Huh. That's very serious because we rely on weather stations throughout our farms to alert us to freezing temperatures. And actually, temperatures higher than freezing, but giving you enough time to go to that location. And if power's out, which is probable during those times.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's something to think about because the phone companies are going, you know, fiber optic. Like I said, it may not be to your house fiber optic, but it'll be to the main substations.
Yeah, I dig what you're saying. Good night, Mr. Bullet Points.
Later,
Good
Mr.
night.
420 Homestead, how you doing?
Howdy, howdy.
What's up?
Alright, guys.
Yeah, quit. Never mind.
TR, I tried to download that software you had today. I seen, you know, your little video that you made. Your cam
Studio.
studio. Oh my god, I tried to download that shit. My computer just went all freaky. It went crazy because I've got this web stuff, this virus stuff on there, and it just was like going crazy. It wouldn't let me download it or nothing.
Yeah, sometimes you have to turn off your firewalls to download freeware. And I was telling Johnny because he said you had asked about it or was talking about it. And something else, if you do get it to download, if you temporarily turn off your firewalls and stuff and download it, as soon as you download it, go into your control panel to the uninstall programs and look at anything else that downloaded. Like if you downloaded it today, look at the date, and you know that's all you downloaded is that one program.
Right.
Uninstall anything else because there'll be like a driver update and some other horse
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
And go ahead and take that stuff off right then. It'll let you uninstall it, and then turn your firewalls and everything back on.
Okay, and that's what I need to do because I thought that was neat because I told Johnny, I was like, how are they doing that? Because you see people on YouTube showing you click here, 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 and I'm like, well, how do you do that?
Yeah, that's one of the reasons it took me so long to get it. If you have problems with it, maybe we'll do a private chat. Not that I'm proficient at it, but there was a few things, some settings and stuff I had to go in there and change to get it to work.
Okay.
The way it was factory default didn't work. I had to make sure and turn my my audio on. I had to turn video settings to full screen, and then I also had to go in there and change what video format it was trying to record it in, because otherwise it wasn't working. So.
All right, we might have to do that. Yeah, because I definitely want to get that on there. That'll be neat.
Yeah, and I need to play with it some more because you probably noticed the video quality wasn't that good either, and there's a lot of settings on it, and I don't know which way to go. I was just guessing. I kind of pretty much let it do the default, but I think you can improve it and make it a lot better quality.
Cool. We'll definitely have to.
Hello, Craig. He's doing the nasty plunge off of a mountain.
Okay.
Guns and Gear was down in Florida working. Well, God bless you, sugar, when you came and helped put power lines back up, because our state was a wreck. good grief, we were just a disaster. You know, most of the poles that have been replaced in our area now are either big concrete set poles, and a lot of things also have been buried, which is probably a good thing, I would think.
Yep. Yes, with all the hurricanes y'all had down there, and like you said, I forget when it was exactly, but a few years ago when y'all was just getting hammered one after another.
Yeah, it was that 04 year.
Yeah.
03, 04 was.
I mean, they got to replace everything anyway. You might as well do it, you know, right first, you know, again, right this time.
Yeah.
It's not 100%, but at least it ain't sticking up in the damn air.
Absolutely.
It sounds like we work in a press room, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I can't get past that. It just drives me crazy. That's all I can think about. I just want to go and pick them up and...
There was still good eats in there.
Oh my word, no!
Say what?
Just the video that we watched. Oh my. Oh my, oh my, oh my.
My grandma said that her and my grandpa and her sister and her husband were in Kentucky, and they went to a motel because it was late at night, and they had brought chicken back to the motel room with them. And she said that you could hear the roaches eating the chicken during the night.
Oh my good lord.
The roaches eating the chickens.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's some big ass roaches. You can hear them. I've heard them inside soda cans before when I lived in Texas with my brother for a little while. You leave a soda can out at night, and the next morning you don't dare touch it or in the middle of the night because they crawl in and they be like, you can just hear them scratching around in there. Yeah.
Those things are nasty.
Nasty is not even the word for it.
Bird Dog works in the courtroom, so she takes all the notes.
I'm the stenographer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one of those.
If Bush Hunt says who's using the typewriter.
It could be me, too. I'm over here tapping on the damn keyboard.
That
Real
way,
loud,
if
too.
anybody says we said something that we didn't, she'll have it written out for us.
Exactly. All this
So
is
you
being
don't have
recorded.
to go all the way and watch the whole thing again. We just say, hey, what did I say at this time?
I'll be right with you. Actually, Dish, that was the moment when you said, LOL, Bush Hunt, you're funny.
Okay.
Let me know when you need me.
Right.
Note this.
Note this.
She's in the World Guinness Book of Record for typing. She actually goes through typewriters and keyboards like every day.
You know that is actually the #1 book that gets stolen from the library. The #1 book, the Guinness World Book Records. Yep. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, that
Because
is
they
weird.
put a new one out every year, so why would you?
Damn, it's a moneymaker, I'll tell you, because I'm going to bust that record.
Yeah.
I can type faster and faster and faster.
Yeah. Those
Type
people,
on, girl. Type on.
those people that let their fingernails grow.
Yeah, Dish, that's what I totally think of. Oh my god, that's hilarious. I totally think of this big old long curly fingernails, the longest nails in the world.
Oh, I know it.
Think of the World Guinness Book Records.
Yep, that's what the first
Funny
thing.
crap. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
You got them with their hands up here and they're going.
Right, and they're painted all crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, hubby, I'm done. Come wipe me now.
Right, that's what
Good.
they do. Because they get it in their nails. That won't
I'd be
work right.
Yeah, I'd be like, you better cut that shit, bitch.
I'm trying to get in the World Book.
You're already
Yeah,
there.
fine.
Most aggravating.
Gonna pay big. I'm gonna steal that book.
Mm-hmm.
No, I can't do that one. No, that doesn't sound good.
What's a library?
I'll grow my nails.
Right, yeah. I'll let my nails grow forever. Or stretch their neck. Remember those chicks who put those rings around their neck so their neck would get longer
Oh my
and longer and
gosh.
longer?
Always the tallest man and the shortest man.
Yep.
The manliest man and the womanly man.
The woman is like,
What?
Yeah.
you made
Well, you
that
had
up.
the male. You had the women that look like male. You had the males that look like women. I mean, you couldn't tell the difference.
Hi, babe.
Make sure you got that all right. There you are. He's thinking. He's tanking.
Yeah, I'm thinking
Everybody stand back. He's tanking.
Right?
they still at talking about ham stuff, and I was just not that I'm an expert, just throwing that what a little bit I know, know.
See, now, if Super was here, he's an internet expert, so he could tell them everything they need
I
to
know,
know.
right? We have all these experts on the panel, and you guys ain't getting paid shit to be here. And that's wonderful.
My ham license is KK4 NHJ. If anybody wanted to know.
Well, tonight I'll take this opportunity to say that we are sponsored by Craisins, Tony Bushcraft. We're snacking on some chocolate-covered cranberries, dried cranberries. Thank you.
I saw
I
some
second that
blueberries
motion.
that were dried blueberries with chocolate on them. I saw those the other day.
Those are good.
They sounded good.
I ain't tried the cranberries, chocolate covered cranberries. That sounds good.
They are awesome.
Well, the cranberries tart.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
that'd
then
be a good combination.
the chocolate, you're exactly right, Shug.
Yep.
I don't know, Chris. Ham Feinstein and back in the day, Reno, they was pretty damn manly.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, I see, right. Yeah, right.
I think the
Amen, Bush Hunt.
I think the correct term for Feinstein and that like would be butch.
Yeah. Yeah. Tony Bushcraft says, true that, Chris. He's an ugly woman.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Susan, you poor dear. 27 years. And there is truth to that. Women do lactate after having kids and stuff. You can lactate for several years after, lots of years after.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh my, that's a long time.
That would really be horrible.
Yeah. With the
Dry
slim
up,
big
bitches! Dry the hell up!
Yeah, they used to give pills to dry your milk up, and they stopped doing that. I was like, it was the only time I ever had boobs, so geez, let it just keep on filling up. I mean, there's some humongous ones out there.
Hey,
That's where
Super.
that goes.
Well, look what the cat drug up.
Well, he's had some bad luck. That's sad. I'm sorry, Sue.
Right.
Just tell him that's just the way it came. Because
Probably
hell,
fell off
front
and
side on a
shoot.
North American Arms 22 long rifle, it don't, whether it's got a sight on it or not, I don't think it make a difference.
I would second that. That was decoration.
Yeah.
Oh, bush hump, come on.
I know. Don't you have a sister or an aunt or a cousin?
Come on, man. Google it.
Somebody told you. Yeah, Google that shit.
I mean, come on, man. Inquiry minds do not want to know. Oh my goodness.
Super said he's out of minutes on his phone and his front side broke up.
Man, stupid, I have texted you all freaking day, man. I had a very important question to ask you. No wonder. I mean, I texted you like 200 times.
That's what he said. You used all those minutes up.
2,000, huh?
I just thought he was ignoring my ass. Be like, okay.
Funny.
Well, Susan would be great in a survival situation, just saying.
Yeah, she would. When in doubt, whip them out. There you go. Put this fire out over here for us.
Oh, God, that's funny.
Dish, I love you.
Funny.
You just, it just flies out your mouth, and it makes me look like I said. It makes me look like I think about things before I say it.
That's good stuff. We were talking
I actually
about
did think about it for about half a second. I'm not going to say that. Blah, 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 blah.
Right.
I have heard of it as like, like the old timey days, the midwives and stuff, like if they were breastfeeding, if they could, as long as they kept doing it, it would just continue.
Yeah, as long as you keep doing it, it will. It'll
Yeah, but
continue
she's
making.
actually quit, so
Yeah,
she
that's
is
a little
the
different.
survival expert.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's gotta suck though. I mean, 'cause
Literally.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, 'cause you'd be leaking all the time, or hers may not leak. But it would be. I mean.
Hey, Susan, coffee needs a little more cream. Shake that baby in there, baby.
Susan says no.
Susan's gonna throw rocks at us.
Yeah.
I know.
Which way did
That-
Susan
but that's
go?
gotta-
The end of the world, follow Susan.
That's gotta really suck, man. That just.
We'll be out of water in 2 days. We need Susan.
Remember that when you're picking teams, yeah.
Susan,
Right.
you got all this dry cereal, man. We need Susan.
Repack your bug out bag.
No.
Oh my gosh, 420.
I seen some show, but I don't know what the hell it was. Something. There was some I don't know, some company anyhow, and they was making ice cream and using breast milk.
That's wrong.
Oh no, that's like going in the refrigerator and grabbing the wrong milk and pouring it in your coffee and stuff. And that's just out. Mm-mm.
Depends on how you look at it, I guess. I mean,
Right.
not being sexual, not being sexual at all. I mean, if you really think about where the milk that we buy in the store comes from, it, you think
California.
about
Oh, Tony Bushcraft, come on.
it.
Don't hate me for this.
That is hilarious.
You know it's gotta hurt though, so she has to get released.
Oh yeah, I'm
because
sure
her
it's a
boobs
problem.
feel like they get hot and inflamed, and they swell up so big feel like they're gonna pop. Yeah.
California Prep said you heard of the fishermen that were
Yeah,
stuck at sea with the lactating mom. She kept them all alive for a week and a half.
yeah. But I mean, it's made for humans. I mean, it's for humans. That's what I was saying. I mean,
Why was it
really?
Maybe she worked on the boat.
Lactating mom on the boat? You got a baby at home, you're lactating, you're out on the boat in the sea? What's
Something tells me they forcefully took
Michelle,
her milk.
Michelle, it was a 3-hour tour.
They kidnapped that bitch, is all I gotta tell you.
Right?
So we'll get that titty milk one way or the other.
That's right. Ooh.
He'd be like, oh, damn, Michelle tripped me. I can't go after Susan now. I'll have to go after Nerd Girl instead.
Don't make fun of people.
That's not making fun of people.
Susan said
Yeah.
if it builds up, it'll get infected. So
Mm.
Oh,
It
no.
will.
We're not really laughing at you, Susan. We're just laughing
Giant
about the whole lack thing, though. You know.
I know, they all brought it up.
Superfly said he'd pay to see that.
Yep.
Just trying to make light of the situation. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Not making fun of you.
No, definitely not. Part of life.
I don't think she takes it the wrong way. Susan's got a good sense of humor.
Yeah, I think
Yeah. But that's gotta be just thinking about your glands is, oh my gosh, and just the hard knocks and stuff you get when your glands get infected in your breast. It just they're not fun.
Don't you have to get that out? I mean, I don't know.
They give you antibiotics for it.
That's what she said in the chat, that she has to express it or else that's what happens.
Yeah.
Or it gets
Oh, you have to get it out. I mean, unless
Right.
you're using a
Like a
pump or something
giant
like that.
Pimple.
The doctor's
And then-
probably give her a pump or something.
That's
Mhm.
what Tony Bushcraft said turned him on. Then he said maybe not turned him on right now, maybe.
Of course, he also said he didn't really he thought she was kidding.
I've never heard. That's the first time I've ever heard of somebody going that long. I've heard of several years after you have children, you can still be lactating, but
See, even Guns and Gear said the same.
Yeah. The large, swollen, hot boobs sound kind of great to me.
Yeah, you gotta be careful what you tell this panel. They'll
That's right.
sleep.
We're
with-
taking
mine was
it.
large, swollen, and hot boobs, and nobody was about to touch them things. You stayed away from them. Don't even dare get near them. Don't even bump into them.
Sorry,
Yeah, she's
Susan.
okay.
Mm-mm.
Hey,
The squirrel thing.
just because you were greedy don't mean everybody is.
The squirrel thing was a long time ago, brother. Move on. Move on.
Yeah, they won't give the pills no more. They say it causes something.
I'm sure it does.
They just want you to sit there and suffer, Susan. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it probably causes all kind of other problems.
Oh, I'm sure it cause health problems and stuff like that. I mean, it can't be good.
Yeah, because if it triggers one organ in your body to stop, it'll probably affect other ones.
Mm-hmm.
Driver.
Was it that? Oh, Dish said something.
Yeah, driver ball.
A comment. Okay, there it goes.
Good night, Tony.
Later, Tony.
Don't be
Nah,
thinking
Tony.
about boobs when you go to bed, though, man.
Too late for that.
Keep your hands where dish can see them, and don't be expressing nothing.
Right?
And check.
Express yourself. Mm.
It ain't nothing wrong with expressing yourself. I'm just saying.
Nope. Right?
Ball sack.
Right on. I was trying to think of that word.
Ball sack.
Yeah.
I think of it all the time. So it's always on the tip of my tongue.
Squirrel nuts.
Right?
Nah. It's too small.
French fried taters with mustard.
Oh, that sounds good. Some tater tots with some mustard all over them. Oh.
I like them French fried taters and mustard. Sling blade.
Super. Thanks.
Oh my.
Prevert.
He knows we can't do a hand check on him.
Right. He don't know that I've got Granny on speed dial and she can go in there. Super? What's all that noise?
Nothing, Granny. Nothing at all. Just watching YouTube.
Damn, we strive to enlighten.
Yeah. Never know where it's gonna go.
Well, we were talking about Guinness Book of World Records. Trivia led us there.
Right.
You never know what road you're gonna go down. I like the way he talks too, and he still talks like that. Talking about the little boy on Sling Blade. Oh, he is so hot.
What are you talking about?
I couldn't think of his name off the top of my tongue. On Sling Blade, the little boy, he had that kind of lisp talk in a way.
I must have missed that.
He's so cute nowadays. I need a barbecue sandwich. That's what I need.
Barbecue sandwich.
Oh, yeah.
What do you like, pulled pork?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Me too. Do you like yours more vinegar or more with, I'll say, ketchup-y?
Vinegar.
Yeah, that's me. I don't even like the red sauce.
Mm-hmm.
I like the mustard sauce on mine.
Right.
I like it all.
Right on, Johnny.
One problem I have with the red sauce is it's usually sweet. It can be
Yeah, I don't like
spicy as hell, but it'll still be sweet. I don't like it.
I don't like sweet taste.
I don't mind it. No, like I said, I like it all. The vinegar, the mustard, the sweet and spicy. I don't care.
Later, Sandra B.
Later, girl.
Yeah, I mean, some people like it like that. That's fine. Just something about, like, any kind of the meat of a meal or whatever, I don't like it to be sweet. Now, I can have something on the side sweet that I'm eating with it, but I don't. Even meatloaf, I don't put ketchup on my meatloaf. I'll put like tomato sauce on it. I don't like ketchup on it because it throws a sweet taste to it.
Yeah,
That's
I don't
just
like
me.
ketchup.
I eat ketchup with fries, but I douse it with pepper and salt to kill the sweetness of it.
I don't like ketchup at all. Ugh. Too sweet.
I do like that mustard vinegar though. That's a good
Yeah.
blend right there for barbecue.
Yeah, I like
Delicious.
that.
Like St. Louis ribs.
Yeah, I forget what's supposed to be traditional, where the red is, and where I thought the mustard base was a fairly southern thing too, but I don't know. It's hard to say. I think we just kind of acclimated other parts of the countries to the south. I don't know. Because you got like Texas and then the north barbecue, and I guess we just mixed it up in the middle.
Texas, Kansas, Memphis,
Mm-hmm.
Carolinas.
Yeah.
And some of the barbecue contests, you know, even the TV shows that they hold now, that certainly has exported a lot of it across the country, and some of the regional flavors are mixing now to be even new strains, if you will, of barbecue. It's gotten pretty technical. I love barbecue.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, barbecue's pretty popular around here for sure.
Like smoked meats too.
I mean, there's not a bunch of, I don't know, there's a good many. I got 2 between me and Travelers Rest. There's one in TR and one, like I could walk to it from my house. So, I don't know, I guess there's 2 of them and one McDonald's, so I guess
So
it is pretty
you do
popular.
have your share of it, yeah. I do too. We probably eat it every week. Some friends of ours opened a barbecue shack and have been very successful. They made their own sauce and were on, I don't know if they traveled to, I think it was Nashville for one of the shows. I'm so sorry, I don't know the specifics, but they competed and they actually won 3rd place. So that was very exciting for them and has given them legs. But you know, we're in an area that a lot of not only racers, but a lot of motorcycle riding goes on, and a lot of sightseeing. So they're on a place that's pretty well traveled on the path. Excuse me. And so they do a lot of business with people that, you know, certainly know to come back by their watering hole. They're regulars during bike week, and
That's cool.
like you're saying, TR, I get my share of barbecue too.
There's a lot of, or a few at least, especially if you're close to Daytona. There's a good many custom bike shops around there, aren't there?
Absolutely, it's huge.
Yeah.
Michelle Boy in Blue said he picked up a 6-pack of potty meat today. He was ashamed to admit it, but
Be ashamed.
he was gonna figured he was gonna try it out.
Please do a video on it so you can get in our contest.
You could have just bought 1 can, brother.
Let's do it, knocking it. Just
Put
send the rest. Just send the rest to me.
the rest up as preps. You get hungry enough, that shit tastes like filet shit steak.
Filet mignon.
Yeah, filet mignon.
Right.
Get it out.
Like I say, you get hungry
That's
enough,
a
you
fancy word.
Mm-hmm.
could eat the ass end out of a dead buffalo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a topic for the conundrum. It's not meat, is it?
Yeah, that was a good one. Jerry said smoked meat.
meat.
He couldn't eat Burger King because
Flame broiled.
I will give you a good question. Why does French fries cost more than a hamburger? How much or what quality of meat can that be? Now I'm just talking about just a little hamburger, like at McDonald's. The French fries cost more than the burger.
Maybe the
Yeah.
degrees. I don't know.
I mean, that just kind of gives you an idea of the quality of beef that is, or horse, or whatever it
Well,
is.
it's probably not even remotely related to beef or horse. It's just
Yeah.
all soy.
Yeah, I think it's soy and X-lax.
Yeah, because it just make you shit like a goose. It does me. I can,
Ain't
ride,
survival, gal.
I can ride by one of them places and get the diarrhea.
Right.
Oop, gotta go shit. Hang on.
Yeah, that's what. And I eat it so little, it'll definitely do that to me. I can't do it. I will eat fast food breakfast a little bit, like a ham biscuit or something like that. But I can't do the burgers.
Uh-uh.
It's a rule of thumb. I'll get their oatmeal.
I would definitely turn over a lot of logs to try and find some grubs before I'd eat my potted meat stash, but I'm sure I'd have to eat it.
Resort to grubs is what Damn.
Michelle said, "Who cuts their potted meat in half? Who does that?"
I know, right? Why do
I
you want
said,
to cut?
"Apparently I do."
Well, you use a whole can on the sandwich?
No, so I cut it in half, and
She cut it in half and scooped it out. I'm like, that's so weird. You just dip it out and.
Oh, just the fact that they cut it, yeah.
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 Now when I do my videos, I have to think of all these things, because I'm like, man, people's gonna be out there analyzing all this shit.
Yeah.
Who cuts that stuff?
I was thinking about doing a bagel.
But don't ruin the bagel. Find you an old saltine wrapped up someplace. There's good.
Potted meat is good on some saltine crackers now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, hell, you get hungry enough, potted meat's pretty damn good. I know I lived off MREs for 6 months, and if I had to open up one now, it'd probably make me sick. Because I know the first time I opened them, the crackers smelled just like dog food, dry dog food. Yeah, but once you get beyond that and you're hungry, you're spreading shit on the crackers and eating it.
Yep. Boy in Blue asked, have you seen any of the videos on solar-powered freaking roads?
Yeah, I don't know. That's
No, I don't.
on my radar. I hadn't seen that.
What's a freaking road?
I wonder if they're. The only thing I can think of is they got like doing little experimental things and almost got like little tracks that's charging like a trolley or a car, but they're charging it instead of the trolley lines on top, it's on the bottom, which I think subways are done that way, but.
Mm-hmm.
I think I come up with this great idea. My idea. So if it ever comes out, then you guys know I'll come up with it. But they put something in the sides of the road, like on sides of the highway, where there's deer and antelope, whatever, I don't know, deer and moose and all that, and how they cross and they get hit, the cars hit them, you wreck your car, this, that, and the other, and kill the deer. I think they should put some kind of strip along so many feet away from the highway, and as soon as an animal that has enough weight to it, not like a turtle or something like that, even though I don't want the turtles to get ran over, or a squirrel, but if as soon as it comes and it hits that line or it senses or pressure, then there will be flashing lights that go off along the sides of the road that'll tell you that there's an animal in that area and that you need to slow down. I think that'd be neat. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got you. I'm trying to soak it in. I think that is a good idea. Or they
Just
could just
some
move the deer crossing signs to a less populated area.
true, but
I
I'm saying
agree.
out there on
No,
an
no, I'm
open
just playing.
road,
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. That ain't a bad
not
idea, and I could see
not
how
like
that
a
could work.
not like a possum or squirrel or turtle because they're always crossing the road, but like a big animal that you know that's going to hurt, somebody, bodily injury or something.
Well, they could put photo eyes or motion detectors, for that matter.
Yeah,
Photo
something.
eyes, and if it's in a, like, I don't know, can't say everywhere, but I know like the interstates around here, once you get away from the city, it's rural. I mean, it's 4-lane highway, interstate out in the, as you get the lower part of the state, that's where there's a lot more deer and stuff. And they try to fence it off, but it's not 100%. And that makes sense because there wouldn't be anything else, and you could put it high enough to where it would catch a deer, but not, say, a possum.
Right.
California Prepper's right. It's like a lighted dance floor.
Hmm.
When they walk up, the panel would light up underneath them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
like the
driving
little,
at night.
Disco dance.
Mm-hmm.
the little they have little solar lights, on the roads.
Mm-hmm.
And if there's an animal within so many feet or whatever where you're driving, the lights they wouldn't really flicker. They just kind of come on like a dim light, and you'd say, oh, well, there's an animal. I need to slow down.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Makes sense. Now, I drove down to the beach on my Honda Shadow in the middle of the freaking night a couple of years ago, and that was my fear the entire time. Was if a deer jumps out in front of me, I'm screwed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I'm doing 70 miles an hour down in the middle of nowhere down this interstate, and knowing it's deer infested.
Right.
That's the only reason that I have never. I always have 4-wheelers, or 3-wheelers, 4-wheelers, more of the little buggies like that. But I've always enjoyed riding a motorcycle, but have got a fear of that certainly, and will not ever own one or get out and ride like you do. That's cool. Always watching your rides, DR. But we've got a bear that just got hit too, right down the road. He was laying in the big 4-lane median, and he was a big bear.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a new moon now. It's real dark out, so
Yeah.
hard to see him at night.
I will say I don't ride my bikes at night much. I mean, I go to town and back, and really most of it's, as long as you're in town and stuff, it ain't a big deal. You can see good. But when you get on like a highway, ain't too bad. But a country road, I learned that the hard way. You do not want to be on a curvy country road on a bike at night because you can't see shit. Because the way a bike,
It's your headlights going out in front of you.
exactly, and when you lean into a curve, the headlight's shining in the woods, and you're going into the curve, and you can't see nothing. You're just going into it blind.
Yeah.
You kind of do it with a car, but you just don't think about it as much because you're in the car. But when you're on a motorcycle, it's freaky.
Right, that light scope is not a wide one at all.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah, I was visiting a friend of mine that lives up on Caesar's Head, which is that's one of the roads I did one of my bike riding videos. It's curve, 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 curve. And I was up there, and it got dark, and I was like, well, I want to go in the house. And that was a scary-ass ride coming down that mountain.
Interesting. Well, at least you respect that and are smart enough to know it. I lost a really good friend in Kentucky. He was riding the roads, and he's a little lackadaisical because he grew up there always, and always had a cigar in one hand and his elbow out the window. Just kind of would drive, like this and palm the wheel, if you will. So he met one of the big trees one day, just off enough of the road shoulder that, you lost control of the car and hit a tree. Too bad. But those are some squirrely little roads.
Yeah, well, that trip down the mountains when I realized not to do that anymore. That's okay. I mean, if I was ever at my buddy's again and it got dark, I'm spending the night. I'm sorry.
Well, that's good.
Because we got black bears and deer and all kind of crap around here too, One could be standing in the middle of the road. I wouldn't see it.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize how active the night is.
Well, that's when all those critters come out.
Exactly. Michelle and Dish and I were talking last night and had a bunch of deer out in my yard. They were causing a ruckus. And a bunch of dogs were interested to head out that way.
I'd have so many illegal animals in my freezer if I lived in Florida. Not even.
Right?
They're going to let us start hunting bear pretty soon. A big overpopulation.
We just had I may not get this right. It's either a 650-pound or 650-ton alligator that somebody just hit in the middle of the road. It was crossing the road just at an intersection type deal, and a lady with her minivan ran over it and killed
Holy
it.
crap.
But she didn't hurt it because it was laying out. It was as long as the police car was.
That's
I mean,
a big gator.
No, it killed it,
it killed it.
but it didn't damage the gator's hide, though.
Yeah. Looked like it was just laying there sleeping.
It
was a fat one.
Almost 12 feet, and it weighed 456 pounds, I think.
Oh, I thought they said 656.
But after they finally weighed it, when Game and Fish finally got it, it said it's 4.
No, okay.
But the news thing did say 600 to start with.
Yeah, 500 pounds. That's right at 500. That's a big ass gator.
Yeah.
Where was this at? Around y'all?
Yeah. Over in Virginia Beach area.
She just ran over it with her minivan and kept, calling 911.
Might have been Chesapeake. I can't remember, but it's over here in this area somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess the entire East Coast line is just got them. Mm-hmm. That's where ours are at, down in the lower part of the state. Oh, we call it lower part, but down at the coast.
Yep.
Well, Sleeper, I wasn't sure which one they said. I didn't want to. So that's why I put tons and pounds out there, because I weren't sure which one they had said. I mean, I know 650 tons is a lot, but
yeah, I didn't.
I mean, it is the news, so.
Hey, they live in the sewers around here that big. Oh yeah.
I thought everybody's gonna drop it, but they ain't going. They going.
Nailing you with that. Didn't have to put it out there, bonehole.
Well, no, I don't think they all probably put it in there at the same time.
I'm calling on Super. You did good, Michelle.
You said you did.
Well, I was throwing it out there. I didn't know. I mean, I know 650. That's a lot of tonnage, so it would be pounds.
Yeah, especially when 2,000 pounds is 1 ton.
I understood that you didn't really comprehend the difference and caught that, Michelle. I didn't have no problem with it. I understood what you were saying. Now, I don't mean that as an insult,
It puts the shovel down and quit scooping, TR.
Yeah, this year.
Right.
Try to be nice, I can't say it right. Yeah, I seen a video of I think it might have been a deer or a antelope or something jumping over a biker one time.
Yeah, I'd had a heart attack right then and there.
Mm-hmm. Hell, I get damn edgy if I just see a squirrel running around the road when I'm on my bike.
I mean it. I mean, a cat, anything run out in front of you.
Squirrel probably not too much, but hell, I mean a dog or a possum probably flipped me over. Them damn hard little son bitches.
Right. That's true. Like a little bowling ball, make you endo. Wow, so Jerry actually saw this happen.
Okay, he saw it happen.
Last week. That would be quite the scene. That guy should go buy a lottery ticket.
Yeah, we're good.
Either that or find a good dry cleaner to get the shit out of his britches.
Yeah, I was gonna go there next.
And then I'll say a good stiff drink.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
The video I saw, it was Sturgis, and or Sturgis going on, and somebody else was like recording them just riding down the road, and this damn whatever it was, a deer or something. It was, it was a shitload of bikers, and it just happened to cross right when there was a biker, and it just leaped and just barely cleared that damn biker.
Night boy in blue. All survivor gals snuck in here.
Mm-hmm.
I've also seen today, I seen it on Facebook though. I get a lot of my news on Facebook for my news channel. Somebody had, I guess a postman or however was riding down the road and seen a dog cage. There was a dog inside the cage and it was nursing 8 puppies. Somebody had shot the dog in the head and left it laying there with the puppies, and the puppies have been nursing on this dog they don't know how long.
Ugh.
Isn't that terrible? I mean, of all things, I mean, you got 8 puppies, why would you kill a dog and just leave it and leave the puppies there? Because you know the puppies ain't going to leave the mama.
Yeah.
But they did. That is terrible. I mean, I ain't heard of such as far as that. I ain't never heard of such stuff as that. But
There's a lot of evil, cruel ass son of bitches out there. That's all
What about the video where the blind girl and somebody else was filming her, and she was taking puppies out of a sack and throwing them in a river, laughing her ass off?
That.
Sick bitch.
Oh, and they were just a hollering, and she was just a swinging them down the river.
Man, she needs to be hit in the head.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if they ever found out who that was.
I wish.
Yeah, I know. I wonder about those things too.
Just had a bucket full of puppies and just taking them one by one and just slinging them into the river and just slinging them up as far as they could in the air, and it was just hitting the water. The puppies were.
Yeah, it wasn't a steady river either. It was running water. It had some pressure on it.
Yeah, it's just like I said. There's just some cruel ass people out there.
Mm-hmm.
They were laughing about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Yep, sick people keeping it green.
Yeah, they had also too. Let's talk about news stuff. They had a little. I guess this couple got 30 years apiece in prison, which I don't feel is enough. But they kept their 6-year-old daughter locked up in a cage, and she was eating her own skin and her own feces to stay alive for 3 years. And they took her. They found her in a dark room. And they gave the parents 30 years apiece. I don't think 30 years apiece is enough.
No.
Those are the same parents where while they were doing that investigation, they found another child buried in the backyard, didn't
The little brother was buried up under where the garage was.
Well, that should be automatic life sentence there.
That's what I'm saying.
A life sentence in 1 year.
Right?
Yep.
Where they can't get off on parole.
Yeah. Said the little girl was doing better now, but she's gonna have to have counseling and therapy for the rest of her life.
No shit.
And she was
3 years old.
Yeah, and she weighed like an ungodly, like how was she even alive? I mean, it was just.
She was 6 years old, but she weighed like 10 pounds or something like that. 10 or 11 pounds. It was like way down there.
Yeah, 10 or 15 pounds, I remember, something like that. She was 6 freaking years old.
I mean, my 6-year-old weighs like almost 70 pounds. So that tells you guys where she should have been at.
Hell, there's babies born that weigh 10 pounds.
Yeah. That's just terrible. And it said she was, I mean, it just,
That's why I'm so big now. I was a big baby like that. Just trying to lighten it up a little bit.
Yeah, I was 7 pounds. I don't know what happened to me.
I have no idea what I weighed. I probably weighed like 2.5 pounds.
All
Yeah,
mine
that's
were.
just some sick shit.
Yeah, it is. It's sad.
Yeah, they need to bring back some, I mean, sometimes that old ways was better. This, the hanging, stoning.
Right on, stoning.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think a lot of shit was probably, hell, just like we was talking about one time before, just as paddling in school. They paddled when I was in school. They wasn't no fucking school shootings back in.
Hey, Sherry girl.
They just
Oh, it's Penascar. Forgot about him. Hey.
howdy. Well, was it Johnny, not putting all the business out there, but somebody that Johnny knows, their child got paddled and they hit him in the hand and messed up his arm, and his whole hand was red and stuff. Where I don't know how they hit him, but they hit him and messed up his hand and stuff. So I think they I don't know, that paddling might go a little bit too far.
Well, you can go
Well,
too far.
paddling on your ass is different than hitting somebody in the hand.
Yeah.
Your ass has got meat, fat
And
to
for
protect
that,
it.
Yeah.
That's like an ass whooping.
Yeah.
A
That's why they call
spanking.
it. That's why they call it
You know.
an ass whooping.
Yeah, that's right. You get your ass whooped, not beat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, the teacher that hit him didn't paddle him like like he should have. He hit him in his damn hand and cracked his hand.
Yeah. Well, if it's especially a child, but like, I mean, if you look, like, I'm a skinny guy, you can see my bones going to my knuckles and stuff. I mean, wouldn't take that much to damage those bones and nerves and all that stuff. It's just right there near the surface.
Yep.
It was more than just a ruler she popped his ass with, that's for sure. If it damaged something.
It was an actual paddle.
Yeah, see, yeah. Well, guns and gear, death penalty. Hey, I think I talked about this one time before, but just in case. My dad had a good idea years ago. He said they should sell lottery tickets for people on death, not for people on death row, but to the public. And if you win, you get to be on the firing squad of somebody that was on death row when it comes time to kill them. He said that would solve all kind of problems. The people that want to kill somebody, they get a chance. They would make money off of it. I mean, I hate to say it funny like that, but I mean, it's true, because they talk about all this money it costs, and I was like, hell, sell tickets, make money, put the some bitches on the line. You'd have people buying tickets out the ass. Like, give me 10 tickets,
Yep.
And if it's in the South, well, hell, most of America now, they wouldn't even have to supply the guns. I mean,
No.
everybody bring your own.
Like I use my gun and my ammo.
Mm-hmm.
You give me 5 shots to make sure I'm sighted in, bro.
Yeah. And when they say fire that one shot, and it turned out to be a damn little child rapist or something like that, you'd see all these AR-15s and 308s just unload 30 rounds.
Yep.
What?
Sure we didn't suffer.
Sick man said the girl that threw the puppies lived in Bosnia and wasn't charged because she was too young to face any charges. That's bullshit.
Right on.
Oh, that was foreign people.
That's
Bosnia, okay.
bullshit. If the people would, kids get the ass whoopings like I got when I was growing up, just maybe not as bad, the kids wouldn't act cut the fool and act crazy. be running up down the roads and doing the stuff they do.
Got a little bit of brown on your nose there, Super.
Right on.
I think it's a great idea. What my idea? It was my dad's. I have to give him that.
TR sure would save a lot of money.
Hell yeah.
You
I
know,
mean,
the
I'm not.
cost of the drugs that they use for execution to have it, quote unquote, to be humane.
Well, they just had that case where the drugs didn't work right, and they said, oh, he suffered, and this and that, and all that. It's like, hell, you lined up 10 or 20 damn people with a gun.
Yeah.
It won't take, but that, it'll happen quick. He'll be dead before he knows it.
I don't see why they ever took hanging away.
Yeah.
That'd put a scare in some people.
Mm-hmm.
Snapped a few fucking necks from public square.
Yeah.
They'd be like, oh shit, they serious.
Well, that's the thing. You look at that revolving door. These people in South Carolina that was put on death row and has been paroled. How in the hell did that happen?
Damn.
Man, it has happened.
They had to commute their sentence back.
Mm-hmm. But that is a lot to do with it, with the, who knows? But if you know for sure there's a price to pay, I mean, we're kind of getting into a lot of gang mentality and stuff, because that is a lot of the prison population and stuff, or drug related, whatever. But they know, I ain't saying prison's fucking all flowers and sunshine, but they know they can put a few years in, learn more about their trade as they're in there, and then get out.
Mm-hmm.
If there's like serious consequences to pay, maybe they'll think twice about it.
True.
I don't want onion rings on mine bush hunt. Or in it.
Root beer. Do that.
No root beer either.
Oh, a bacon cheeseburger with onion rings on it and some good spicy barbecue sauce would be good.
I'll take a root beer too.
No, that's funny. He says, Bush Hunt, I'm going to start calling you Smiley. I was thinking about that. That's what they called my ex. But it weren't because of the smile on his face. It was because his stomach rolled over his belt and it looked like a big old person smiling. So in high school, they called him Smiley.
Mm.
That's sad.
That's terrible, Sherry.
Damn, I wish Super was still in here. I mean, not Super, but Boy Blue. Because I had a cop tell me, now this was years ago, he said, and it might depend on the areas and stuff, it probably varies, but he told me flat out, he said the majority of the houses that are broken into, the homeowners are home.
Mm-hmm.
And it might be elderly people and they just hide in the corner and they know they're in the bedroom, but anyhow, whatever the situation, he told, it was several years ago, but he said, yeah, most times, the majority, people are at home when they're broke into.
He just had a home invasion just, probably a couple miles from here where I live. And it was against a couple of elderly people, and they were conned into, they were conned into thinking that this was a police officer who was wanting to, quote unquote, look for somebody who was on the loose, and they needed to come inside and check the dwelling.
Mm-hmm.
And the little elderly people let him in, and sure enough, they tied him up, bound him, stole jewelry and belongings, whatever they wanted, and took off. Terrible deal.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And that's so easy to do.
Yeah, it is. We just had some lady, they reported, I think it was 2 days ago, that somebody had beat on her door and said they were the police and they wanted them to open the door, that they were looking for somebody. And for some reason, the girl looked through the peephole and seen that it wasn't They didn't have uniforms or nothing on. And she took out the second story window, and they dropped the baby out the window, and then another child out the window, and then she crawled out the window, and they were going in the front door, and she was crawling out, and the neighbors were helping her out the window, and they called the cops, but the people got away before they got there.
Goodness gracious.
That's what they make 12 gauge shotguns for.
That's what I'm saying, people.
That's what I was fixing to say. I'd be like, all right, everybody in the upstairs closet, Mama's got work to do.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Well,
talking about.
see, that's another problem with the no-knock warrants. You could bust into a house with 2 or 3 guys, and like buying black shirts and stuff ain't that big a deal. Bust into a house and just start yelling, "Police, police, get down, police," you know. And they've made it so commonplace with these no-knock warrants that people would probably lay down, and then they would come up to them. I mean, it's the scenario's there to do that. You know, they opened the door up for that.
Hey, Mike.
Sorry, didn't mean to get serious, Michelle.
Yeah. All I'm gonna say, cop or not, they better be wearing their vest.
Mm-hmm.
Come kicking my fucking door in over some trip, wake me up out of a dead sleep over some bullshit.
Yeah.
Some 40 cal gonna be singing.
Yeah, I got pulled out some new gun porn. I need to refinish this, but that's what I actually keep under the pillow beside me. And it's not on a nightstand, it's under the covers with me. A Browning high power.
Nice.
That way it's I got 15 shots. Or 16 actually, the one in the chamber.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a 45 guy, but I got a couple of 9mm. I ain't got nothing against that.
That's what I was gonna ask. You said, but once you said 15 shot, I knew it wasn't no 45. So.
It's just a military issue, Canadian surplus gun. I mean, I changed the grips on it, but it's just basic. But it's Browning high powered.
Yeah. It's got that 45 framework.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, love that.
Yeah, this is
1911 style.
they the gun grabbers and stuff talk about or they at least was around the Brady Bill and stuff, talking about, oh, see, these guns, they hit the market and they're causing all these problems and blah blah blah. This gun came out in 1935 with a 13-round magazine.
Gotta know your history.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you can't, come back with some facts like that to these knuckleheads,
yeah.
Well, then they just walk right over you.
Mm-hmm. They're like, oh, see, these Wonder Nines, they was calling them. The Smith & Wesson was the one that kind of broke the market open, but it was like, yeah, but they've been around since 1935.
Yeah.
You know, high-capacity pistols have been around. It ain't like this is new shit, you know?
Yep. Yep, didn't cause them people any trouble back then.
Mm-hmm.
Why now?
Yeah.
So I wonder why J Bobo didn't follow you guys over here.
I don't know.
There's something going on tomorrow or something. He didn't comment a whole lot, did he?
No.
He might be at work. I don't know.
Yeah. I think he told us that he didn't have internet at home, so if he's ever on, he's at work.
Yeah, he might have actually just made a few comments off his phone or something. Who knows? Or he was at work and now he's home.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Here's a Moses McGunt. Just answering sick man. My Josie Wells 44, Captain Ball. And the first gun I ever shot in my life, 22 single shot.
it's got a nice patina. It's in good shape.
Yep, and it still shoots. Let's say it's H&R. Yep, Harrison and Richardson Pioneer. My dad propped blankets or pillows or something up, and I swear, that's my first memory I've ever. That's the oldest memory I have is shooting that gun. I don't know how old I was. I was that tiny little thing. And he probably put like a 20. It'll shoot 22 short, long rifle, whatever.
Right.
Probably had a 22 short in it and got me to pull the trigger.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's good. Little pillows.
Do they even make shorts and longs anymore?
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
Matter of fact, I was in Cabela's the other day, and that's the only 22s they had in stock was long.
I know the Remington 22 that my granddaddy had that was left to me and my brother.
Mm-hmm.
It would shoot shorts, longs, or long rifles in it.
Yeah.
Because it was the pull tube.
Yep.
Semi-automatic Remington.
Yep. You can fill the tube up with whatever.
Whatever you wanted, and it would shoot it.
Yeah.
And you don't see that much no more. It always says long rifle.
Yeah, that's
You know what does have it, Johnny, is a lot of these little youth models, like the little crickets and chipmunks.
Yeah.
And that allows for the little people to not have so much recoil. But I've noticed that just because we've been in the market for them lately, that they all do offer all three of those in the barrel. There was an H&R also that's been very good. We see some of that CB short, you know, occasionally around at Walmart and my other little gun stores, locals.
Daddy used to buy shorts. He put 22 shorts in it when we were trapping, fur trapping.
Yeah.
Cause you do headshots through the ear, and the less, I guess, load in it was better for the fur. So he'd always use the shorts.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, they were cheaper.
And you can put more in your tube.
More in the tube, yeah. Because it was just used for dispatching the animal. It wasn't like we were hunting with it.
I got an old Springfield 22 semi-automatic, and it'll shoot anything, but it does have once you chamber around, I think for like shorts, the bolt is like a knob, and you push it in and it locks the bolt shut. And I think you actually shoot like the shorts, kind of like making it a bolt action. Like you'd fire it, then you'd pop that handle out, and you just manually feed the next round in. I don't know if longs would cycle the bolt. I know long rifles cycle the bolt, but.
I loved that old 22 Remington because it would shoot it, and it would cycle with whatever you put in it.
Really?
Yeah, you didn't have to fuck with it.
I hadn't tried it with it, so I mean, hell, it might too. I don't know, but I know it has that feature where you can lock the bolt, and I just assumed that was for shooting shorts or something. It may just be a safety thing to lock the bolt shut or something. I don't know.
Could be. That's another heirloom gun that burned up in that house fire.
Mm-hmm.
It was in great shape too.
I know, it just makes you sick.
Yeah. And you didn't hardly ever have to clean that gun either. I mean, I don't know why or how, but it's just like it didn't build up in it.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it did have a little bit in it, it didn't affect it, because it was so well made, I guess. You rarely had to, other just keep it wiped down. You really didn't have to go through all the surgery of breaking it apart.
Probably had good powder and all too.
Yeah. But it was a pain in the ass to break down completely, the parade rest, man. God damn, it was. But once you give it a good cleaning, and we shot the shit out of that 22 all the time.
I had to say, I'm not a big gun cleaner. I don't clean my guns nowhere near what other people probably do. Now, when I used to go shooting with a buddy of mine at a place we went and shot and shoot, and we shot a lot, I would clean them then, but I wouldn't really call it lazy. But here, I just go out and shoot a few rounds at a time.
Yeah.
And so it's more like I just, over a period of time, I'll run through a lot of ammo and then I'll clean it, you know. I was talking to, I think it's a guy at work the other day. I know my first AR. There's a lot of talk about them being unreliable and you got to keep them clean and all that. I know for a fact I shot over 500 rounds before I ever pulled a bolt out of it. Now, it was dirty when I pulled it out. Don't get me wrong, I had a little carbon buildup, but I forget what model that is, Guns and Gear. I just remember, I know it's a Springfield. I mean, I could go pull it out and look, but it's got like a vent-looking thing, slots cut in the frame where the bolt is, you can see. And it's
Interesting.
Got, like, you know, it's kind of, it was kind of an inheritance gun. I mean, it's probably old as I am.
That is interesting.
Well, there's Jay Bobo.
Yeah, he came in right before I left.
Oh, okay. My comments are just all fucked up.
Yeah, I had to refresh a couple times and nothing even happened, so I think people just quit commenting for a little while there. But yeah,
Roll call.
Jay Bobo said that he was just sitting there watching.
Just the quiet ones you got to worry about. Maybe I'm going to need a major back massage tonight.
Shit.
Back
I need a foot rub too, and I don't ever get them.
My back hurts too much to have your foot rubbed. Gosh, my back is killing me today. How about somebody beat me in my back?
I'm sorry.
Probably part of that accident, but oh well.
Yeah, Sherry girl, that's what you ought to do. Put you a sign up that says, "My neighbors don't have guns, but I do."
I seen one of those on Facebook the other day. Cute little sign.
Yeah, I'll be right back. Let me get, if I can dig it out of my damn safe.
Mike Spotted Horse says, "Here."
Thank you, Mike. Jack, Susan.
Jerry.
See,
Yes,
my
Jerry.
damn comments froze again. There they go.
When I was a little kid, I was visiting. I was at my friend's house, and her brother was, I don't know how old he was. He was probably 16. I was probably about 10, and he hit me in the back with a baseball bat, hurt my kidneys.
Oh.
Yeah, just for no reason. We were getting on our bikes to ride away, and he just wham right in my back. I couldn't breathe or nothing. It was like, ooh.
Did you whoop his ass after you recovered?
No, he was coming after me again with the bat, so I took off.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't know what his problem was. He had some friends over and thought he'd try and kill us with a bat, I guess. I'm not really sure.
Damn.
No doubt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had a little comeuppance on that one.
Mm-hmm.
His dad was a jerk too. His dad would take his, I don't know if it was a pellet gun or what it was, but he'd shoot the dogs if they wouldn't quit barking.
Ah,
Yeah, so I didn't go over to her house anymore after that. I was like, hell no. I got beat up, saw dog cruelty. I'm done.
definitely, I'm tapping out things.
Yeah, you suck as a
Yeah,
friend.
I'm done. Screw this.
Change of plans, Mom.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Oh, stop yawning.
I've tried, I swear. Jerry says we're getting put on the list again.
Yeah, you're on the list again.
Super got hit by a train rock.
Oh no. Shot out and hit him in the back right on.
Mm-hmm.
And you know you'd be totally so taken off guard.
Yeah.
I mean, who would, in their right mind, think, oh, well, that was a rock, of course, from the train track.
Yeah.
But you have to sit there and you're stunned and you have to figure it out, make sense of it. You're like, oh my God, is that what just happened?
Guns of Gear. Van said he had a 187. This is a 87A. It don't have a 1 in front of it. But is that what? There's that little vent looking I was talking about.
Yeah, he said his is a 187R.
Yeah, well, mine's just a 87, and then the bolt, like it's closed now, when it's already pushed in. It actually locks the bolt shut, and then that's what I was assuming. If you put like shorts in it, you would just lock it back. I'm assuming maybe it only go about halfway back and maybe jam it up or something, so it lets you kind of use it as a bolt action. But I don't know. I've never tried to shoot shorts in it.
That is awesome, though. The Springfield in the 22. That is so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I said, I guess they put the. I don't know if that was just for let a little bit of the flame come out there or something as it cycled or something. I don't know what that's for. So you can see through it when I.
Yeah, that is weird.
It's vented.
22 short, long, or long rifle.
Yeah, that's a very collectible gun there. Very cool. Yeah, we were watching some of the History Channel the other night, and Springfields were getting it done. This was all through the war, the recent war. Old school.
Mm-hmm.
J Bobo said I've been on the list a couple weeks now.
Yep.
Yeah, I figured I'd throw some gun porn in here. Nobody else is throwing any out. So.
I don't have any gun. I don't have any.
Yeah, all of my shit's in the safe right now. Except for my 40. I mean, everybody's seen it until they're tired of looking at it.
Well, I've been collecting guns for 20-something years now, so I've collected a few.
Yeah, super. I don't know. I mean, he probably did get hit by the train rock or whatever, but I've been hit by a rock out of a lawnmower and thought I was going to die, so I can't imagine a train throwing a rock at me.
No shit, right?
Oh wait.
You get whacked with a rock coming out of a lawnmower, well, you know it.
No
Oh.
doubt.
Even running over pecans and the lawnmower spitting them out, them mugs hurt.
Yeah,
Leave a
walnut,
bruise.
pine cones,
Oh yeah,
dog turd.
petrified ones.
Pellets.
Yep.
But that is funny, Super, because that's what we were saying. You know, you're stunned and you're looking around like, who did that?
Right.
Who was that masked man?
Am I being punked?
Yeah,
Right?
And even though you got hit in the back, you limped home. Oh my God.
So Guns and Gear, he threw an eye on his Springfield too.
Yeah, he's gonna have to go get his out and look at it.
And he doesn't have as many vents, and his bolt doesn't push in. But they look similar.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't know what I just assumed that was for 22 LR. I mean, shorts. I got a little box of shorts. I need to try that to see
Yeah.
what it'll do with it.
You ought to try to see if it'll cycle.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want to see if it'll cycle
Push
with
the
the
boat.
shorts. I doubt it will, though. I wouldn't think so. I mean,
The boat that stiff?
it's pretty damn stiff. When it has to cock it too. Now I just did it and it's cocked. It's not that hard, but to cock it, it's got a little bit of force to it. So that's what I assumed was to keep it from jamming up. You know, if it just half-ass cycled, like went halfway back, it might try to jam, not eject the bullet good. I mean, shell. You know.
Mm.
Very cool.
Yeah, I never even thought about the difference when I was shooting, you know, when I was younger, of long rifle, long or short. But I do know the old gun never hung up shooting shorts. Never at all.
Well, that's cool. Like I said, I knew they still made shorts, especially the CBs and stuff, where they're like, you know, super quiet and stuff. But I was kind of surprised they still make longs. But like I said, I was in Cabela's the other day, and that's what they had on the shelf. CCI 100 packs, long, not long rifle, but long. I was like, damn, they still make that shit.
Well, see, that was the thing that disappointed me about the 1022, which magazine fed. I kind of figured. I knew it wouldn't shoot shorts, obviously, because it's magazine fed. But the longs and long rifles, there's not that big of a difference. Unless, it's been that long since I've seen them side by side, but it just didn't seem to be that big of a difference in length.
I was surprised, to see all of the variables that are available in the 22s, Johnny. Man, they've got so many options to buy 22. I know everybody says they can't find it, but still, whether it's the amount of powder in it, the grains of it, the length, like you said, there's a little longer on the long range, or long rifle, excuse me. But, it still winds up probably 20, 25 different CCI, Remington, Winchester loads. There's a lot of them, but CCI has got tons of different little variables they tweak and offer.
Yep. Shit, I know growing up we didn't give a shit what brand they were, because they were all 50 cents for 50. And then, got up to, as I got older, you get a pack of 50 Remingtons. I remember just regular old Remingtons, not the lightning bolts or whatever. They was just regular old green box Remingtons, and they were still under $1. And if you went to like the Ace Hardware store or something like that, you paid about $1.10. But
Night, Susan.
But We just buy whatever the hell was available on the shelf because it was all the same damn price. Get at it.
Yeah, Johnny. And again, you could buy them readily at every little nook and cranny.
Yep.
Well, they even had them at our little convenience store.
Yeah.
Y'all crazy. Behave. But I would like to have another one of those Remington 22 rifles that could shoot anything in it.
Yeah.
But they want a pretty price for one of them now.
Oh, I'm sure they do.
You surrender a dish?
Oh God, I love that. Yes, she's got my hanky out.
Oh my God, Michelle is a master.
I have to go in and get a magnet and run that screw.
That screw is gone.
Long gone.
Oh Jesus.
You know, I noticed something too. They don't make used to, as far as buckshot went. You had number 4, number 3, number 1, and then you double aught and triple aught.
Mm-hmm.
And the ones were usually 3-inch Magnum number 1s, and those are hard to find. Now they just call them what the hell was it? I bought some of them. Oh, they call it. It was just number 1 buckshot. Now they say it's just number 1 something. I forget. Damn it. I would dig them
They
out.
do
But
call it Magnum still.
Did they? It was something different I seen here. I can't remember.
And you know, some of them are stainless steel balls. I mean, some have got lead. You can be pricey on it, but you're right. It's not readily available.
Yeah, but all I see around here is either slugs or double aught.
10 for that.
I did
More
find
home
something.
defense.
I did find something though that I didn't hadn't readily seen over the years. This local Walmart. Last time I was able to buy some shotgun shells from them, they had 2 3/4 double aughts, and they had 3-inch double aughts. And growing up, I only remember ever seeing the 2 3/4 double aught.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know they made 3-inch.
Oh yeah. I had to say I don't buy a 3-inch though, but that's because I got 112 gauge that don't use them or can't, and so I just to keep any say shit hit the fan scenario and I'm divvying out guns and ammo. I don't give somebody ammo and a gun and shit don't work.
Yeah. But I only got the one 870 shotgun. It shoots the 3-inch magnums in it. So.
Well, my Mossberg pump does, but I got an old Winchester automatic. It don't.
And I want me another one of those Remington 1100s like Daddy used to have. The one that burned. Like I keep saying that, but another heirloom gun that burned up. But
tell you what, you can find you a damn Winchester. I think it's a 1400. I think. I'd have to go get it. The only thing that sucks about it is the magazine actually only holds 2 rounds. That's it. So 3 rounds is all you can get in it. You know, 1 in the chamber and 2 in the mag. And I even stripped that son-of-a-bitch apart and seen if I could modify it. And you can't. It's a straight bird gun, you know. But I tell you, and it don't even have a removable choke. It's an old shotgun. Like it said, it's improved, modified. I think. That son of a bitch, it's got the tightest pattern I've ever seen on a shotgun. It is definitely a good shotgun to go on a turkey shoot, or, you know, the where you shoot the targets and win the turkey or whatever. Because my Mossberg is the long barrel I got for it's got the old AccuChoke where you just twist it
Right.
You know, and I can put that son of a bitch on full choke, and it won't hold a candle to that Winchester. And that Winchester's like 20 yards. It's still like a boom. You know.
Damn.
Maybe not that much, but I mean it's a
Yeah.
tight ass pattern.
Yeah. I love Daddy's old Remington 1100, boy. We used to horse around once in a while. We'd go just shoot some barrels or targets or whatever with the guns, and I had a Remington 870, and that we used for deer hunting, bird hunting, whatever, you know. And he had the 1100 semi-automatic, and both of them would hold 5 in the pipe, 1 in the barrel. And I got to where I could unload that Remington 870 pump just as fast as he could pull the trigger on that 1100 and still hit the target.
Like I say, it'd be a great shotgun for. I mean, it's a good shotgun. Don't get me wrong, but the thing about it is, I only paid $150 for that damn shotgun. This was back in
That's nice.
90s, late 90s. I was in a pawn shop, and that son of a bitch looks brand new still today because I hadn't hardly used it. But
Yeah.
I bought it to go skeet shooting. That's why I bought it. I went skeet shooting at a real gun club,
Mm-hmm.
and I used my Mossberg 500 pump. And I was like, holy shit, I need automatic. This is fun. And I ain't never done it since.
Yeah. Yeah, damn. Them, I was looking at them 1100s online, and I can't remember what exactly your model Daddy's was, so that makes it hard to try to figure out. But I know it was definitely older than 83, because that's when Granddaddy died. So I'm thinking it was mid 70, early 70, mid 70. And I've tried to find the 1100 in that model range, and if you can find one, it's not the same. Looking at it, because I don't remember all the specifics about it, but looking at it, it's not the same one Dad had because the designs on the receiver and everything are different. So I can't find.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the 1100s have gone through a few changes over the years.
Yeah,
No doubt.
they have.
And they're high dollar guns. They are sought after, no doubt.
Yeah, and if you try to buy the brand new models now, man, you
Yeah.
got to take out a loan.
Mm-hmm. What?
Yeah, I love shooting skeet out there, Superfly. You would love that. That's fun as hell. No shit, it
Hell
sure
yeah.
is.
I don't know if you could do it at camp because there's houses on the other side of the lake, the river there, but if you ever get a chance, go do that. And I tell you what, just buy the box of skeet and get the little plastic throwing field that just throws one at a time. You can buy it for like $10 or some shit. That's all you need.
It's true. They work real good.
Yeah, once you get it down a little bit, get your buddy to sling that thing out. Hey, they work.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and if you were shooting maybe like a 410, you wouldn't have to really worry about your neighbors.
Yeah.
You could shoot out towards the river. You can't, 410 is only going to give you about 30 yards.
Yeah.
You ain't hitting anything further than that.
Yeah.
Price of damn 410 though, you couldn't afford to shoot too damn many of them.
Yeah, that's about true.
Yeah, 20 and 12, that's about the only thing you can shoot a lot of fairly inexpensive. I don't know. Maybe I looked at the wrong ones, but I know.
No, you're
Last time,
right.
yeah.
I bought a lot of 20 gauge. I've had it for a while, and I'm glad. Just kind of keep adding to it. But
Yeah.
that's what we love to shoot. Me, I love to shoot a 20 gauge.
Oh, trees and blowings in the house.
Yeah.
You've missed 3 times, mister.
It's not an official Jammy time,
He's been out of town and stuff too, so I let him off the hook.
Morning, Don.
Night, Chris.
Oh, hey, trees. Yeah, Guns and Gear,
Right.
that's, it is the pump model. I think it's a 73. I'm sorry, I just forgot. But it's a great little shape, fun little gun. It is the pump. And it's got one of the collector, really kind of a rare model. It's got one of those early editions. It's not the safety that they call the suicide safety, but it is one of the early model. Damn, I don't remember what the hell it's called. I'm sorry again. Demerits for me.
I'm not up on those. What did you call it?
A lot of safeties.
No, I mean, what model shotgun?
Oh, this is an Ithaca.
Ithaca. Okay. Yeah, I'm not up on them. I was afraid to say it because I knew I'd say it wrong.
Yeah, they were made in Ithaca, New York, and have had a pretty neat little history through the United States, but they're in New York now, you know, it's a tough deal. They've
Yep.
been bought out, but anyway, they're still part of the problem up there. They need to pack up and leave, go to a free state.
Yeah. I've seen some people say, oh, they should stay. I mean, not just them, but any of these gun companies and stuff in these states. Say, oh, they should stay and fight it, blah, blah. And it's like, I think you make more of an impact if you leave and take jobs away.
And for that, yeah,
I
absolutely.
mean, because we can fight all we want. They're going to do whatever they want. I'm
Yep.
not saying don't fight the good fight, but in the end, you got to hit them where it hurts. Take away their tax dollars they're making money off of.
That's exactly what I was getting at. Pack up and leave.
Magpul went to Texas, and what was the name of that? What was the one that went to moved into North Alabama?
Pretty sure that was Remington opening 2 plants.
Yep, it was Remington. Yep, which is awesome because I'm a Remington guy. I love me some Remington guns.
Oh, yes.
I don't care what nobody says. I love my Remington shotguns and rifles, man.
Me
Damn.
too. I got an 1100 automatic.
I think, yeah, I'm just going to say it. Is Jerry talking about, he said the skeet with the rubber rings or best like shooting rabbit. Is that the ones they shoot across the ground and they kind of roll and go out?
Yes, sir.
I know on that skeet course I went through, they had those and they were real big or bigger than a normal skeet. And those were harder than hell to hit. Son of a bitch.
It is.
They would go skipping across the ground, bouncing, and son of a gun.
It is challenging, right on.
Yep, like shooting at a crazy rabbit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got tickled watching Bush Hunt. He was hitting the skeet the other day in his video, right? And he was by himself, so he would go ahead and tie the string, which, you know, I mean, it's not unheard of. People do it. This is what you do. Tie the string to your shoe, and you pull the lever of the trap. This is one of the metal arms that swings, you know, and you stake it in the ground. So anyway, he tied the string to pull the lever on his foot. He'd get mounted up to shoot, pull his leg back, and then go ahead and knock it down. So that was a good video if y'all didn't see it.
Yeah, I hadn't seen that. I'd check it out.
Yeah.
Ohio said car also moved.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
Where did they go? Texas, probably?
I know South Carolina was trying their best to get some here, but I don't think we got any here. Sick Man 99 said that some of them came to North Carolina.
Good. Keep on keeping on.
Too bad Beretta didn't leave.
There's somebody's keycap.
Yeah, it's cricket.
Josie was raising hell at TR earlier.
Yeah.
You finally feed the old boy?
Yeah. He's laying down there, not kind of near me, curled up asleep.
Must be playtime.
Yep. Yeah, it's about that time. It's 3 a.m.
Yep.
This
Okay.
is going crazy.
Mhm.
Okay, got you, Jerry.
Not got your tongue, but got your chair.
Comments ain't moving.
Super said there's a AR manufacturer very close to him. Well, if as far as lowers and stuff, there's a buttload of AR manufacturers now making lowers. They're all over.
Yep.
Jack of all trades said he saw a rabbit in his garden last night and threw a beer can at it.
Right? Get that 22 out, shoot that sumbitch and eat him.
Mm-hmm.
Ohio said car moved to Pennsylvania.
Okay. Well, hell, that ain't a good state to move to. It might have been better. I'm assuming it was in New York. I don't know.
New York or New Jersey, somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The Frankies are very nice, Italian, beautiful.
Well, super. If they make the lower, pretty much, yeah, they could produce guns because I mean, there's so much. The rest of the gun is so widely manufactured everywhere. They could assemble and make their own lower, assemble a gun, just like my ARs. If you just picked it up, you would swore it come from Palmetto State Armory, but the only part that came from them was the lower.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, there's a lot of companies throwing out ARs now.
God bless them.
Yeah. Oh,
Double them up. Keep putting so many out. I hope the price drops back down again, where everybody can afford at least one.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, don't get me wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm proud as hell of mine because it says South Carolina, Columbia, South Carolina stamped on that bitch. Pow, right on the side. I'm like, hell yeah, South Carolina made AR, damn it.
Yeah. Jack said you can't shoot the rabbit with the 22 because he's only got 40 rounds left.
Bobo said that's alcohol abuse. He didn't say it was a full beer can. He just said a beer can.
Yeah, he just said the can.
Bear Creek Arsenal.
Very nice.
That's cool. Guns and gear.
Really, that's
Yeah.
great recommendation there. I mean, these are grade A shotguns. Very nice.
Guns and Gear says he's got a machine shop in North Carolina. Wants him to test a new AR loader for him.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. He's got a good sized channel. I mean, hell, that's some good publicity for him.
Mm-hmm.
Hebron, Kentucky.
Go get a popsicle, Johnny.
Man, I need to. Get me a popsicle, or you just take a break and take a nap one. I'll come back later.
I might need me a popsicle.
Funny, I'm gonna buy some tomorrow night. You watch. I'm bringing my popsicle to the party.
Oh, I got some. They're just too far away from me.
Yeah, I got some too. Cricket, popsicle boy. Go get one.
Right?
The cat brings back a popsicle, I'll fucking die. I'm like, you saw it here first, folks. The fetching cat.
Now that could go viral.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never seen a cat fetch nothing. Well, I don't know. I take it back. They will bring little dead animals to the door.
Yeah, the things I'm not looking for.
Yeah.
They bring shit back to brag because they're arrogant.
Yeah.
See what I call bitch?
Yeah. I ain't eating this son bitch. I just killed it to show you I could do it.
Yeah. Yep.
Now clean that up.
Yeah.
I used to have, when I was a kid, me and my brother had a cat. Had an old yellow cat, an old yellow striped cat, and he had a big old, just solid black cat. And Granddaddy had fixed them. They were two tom cats. So when they grew up, they were big ass tom cats. They didn't go out prowling like a tomcat would do, but they would go out hunting because they were barn cats, you know. They catch the rats and shit. They stayed outside, and but they would also prowl the fields, and they would catch rabbits and chipmunks and shit, and bring them back to the house still alive, and come up to the house yowling, yow, yow, to get your attention. Say, all right, what you got? What is it? And then they flick it up in the air and let it hit and take off running, and they sit there and they wag the tail a little bit, and then they bolt and go catch it again and bring it back. Like to show you, see how badass I am? I gave him a chance and he still didn't get away.
That's funny.
That's the one thing I like about cats. They are arrogant and stuff, and they claim that's their way of showing like it's a gift to you. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
I brought you some food back, you know?
Yeah. Yep.
I ain't hungry, but here you go. Have this mouse.
Yeah. They bring back them small rabbits and shit like that, and we sit out there and watch them play with them for a while, and I'd be like, all right, go on and get rid of that thing. And it's like they knew what we were talking about, because he'd pick him up, and then his demeanor would change, and you see him, and he'd walk off a little bit, and then you could hear it crunch, and he'd kill it, you know. And then he'd sit out there and he'd eat that damn rabbit.
Oh, okay.
My old cats would eat them, because like I said, they were a barn cat. You know, I mean, we fed them and watered them and everything, but you know, any extra came from hunting, and they knew it.
Yeah, I know. One time my brother went camping. This was years ago. And this little stray cat, kind of a small little long hair cat. They thought they was doing it a favor, you know, and they brought it home, it was a great little cat, but they thought they was saving its life because it was out in the woods and all that. That something just killed every fucking squirrel and bird within blocks of that fucking house. They was every time I went over there was a dead animal laying somewhere.
Yep,
it was a killing little machine.
Yeah, that cat was taking care of his damn self. He moved in there because it was new territory.
He was having a ball because you know how it is in a residential area. There's squirrels and birds and shit. There's more squirrels in a residential area than there is in the damn woods.
Yep. And most of them ain't scared of nothing because folks been feeding them so long.
Yeah.
So easy pickings for that cat.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, mine will come back with rabbits, squirrels, fucking chipmunks, damn quail sometimes. And I'm like, how the hell you catch a fucking quail?
Mine brought me a bat back once, and I was like, how in the heck did you get that back?
That's impressive.
That
About
is impressive.
You good boy, good boy.
Yeah, now get rid of that nasty bastard because I ain't touching
I'll really get that out of here, boy.
it. Yeah, because I ain't touching it. Disease-infested bat. Hell no.
Right?
Bring me a rabbit or something we talk, but fuck a bat.
It says that Sonic restaurants and Chili's restaurants have now told customers to leave their guns at home.
Sonic. Fuck Sonic. That's a drive up. They can kiss my ass.
Chili's. They're originally from Texas. What's up with that?
It's wild. They go to get robbed, they'd be thankful to have some civilian have a, or some non-employee to have a gun on their hip.
It just doesn't make sense, Michelle, does it? It's just
No, it don't.
asinine.
You'd want to welcome it.
Yeah, I get better service when I lay mine on the table.
Right?
I wanted my steak cooked done.
Is this blood? Is this blood on my plate?
You can put your gun away. No, I think better when it's in my hand.
The hell you talking about?
Yeah, I was looking at the comment. I missed something. So you say you like your steak well done, Bird Dog?
Yeah, isn't that pathetic?
Yes, you surprised me with that.
Yeah, you do.
That's why I was like, I missed something.
I like it medium, but you know, most places these days don't know how to cook a damn steak, ridiculously so. And so you have to order it about well to get it so that it isn't crawling across the plate. But
True that.
I prefer to
True.
do my own cooking anyway, so.
Yeah, I mean, I like it medium. I don't like it rare.
You know, that would be a really good price on
Mm-hmm.
a fully built AR.
Yeah.
I'd buy one of those. Sure would.
Well, from what I understand, there's only about 3 manufacturers that make barrels. I could be wrong on that. That's just, yeah, I did some research, and that's what he came up with. And as far as the rest of the gun, I mean, it's still somewhat limited on the manufacturers when it comes to bolts and stuff like that. So really the main variable is the frame. Other than that, they all pretty much the same damn gun. Except for Colt. They probably make, I know Colt probably makes their own barrels, but other than that, the rest of them they probably use other manufacturers. So.
Yeah.
And the reason I say that about Colt is because they have their rifling goes the opposite way of everybody else. They have left-handed rifling on all their guns. Just to be different, I think.
Sigman, that Bear Creek Arsenal, they've been real popular recently and offered for sale with the classicfirearms.com. And I was wondering about that. You know, they've just really plugged them hard here recently, Bear Creek. So that's interesting. They're out of more. And then Core in Florida, I wonder, I swear to God, I think that might be. I'm going to go look before I speak.
For $549 for a fully built AR, that's a good price, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had more than that in my own AR that I built myself. Well, bought a kit and a lower and all that.
Mm-hmm.
$550 is what I got in my first one. About the price went up about 6 of my other one.
It is. They're in Ocala. I knew it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you'll find them on YouTube. They go out and test a lot of shit. They're pretty bad. Those guys are, they're, you know, I'd say they're pretty upstanding people. Core Rifle Systems, core15rifles.com.
I've heard, from what I understand, Mossberg is one of the main manufacturers of barrels for AR-15s too.
P NASCAR says FN makes barrels too.
Yeah. Which is not surprising because they are one of the major suppliers of the United States military. So. I don't know that they make entire M16s, but I know they make a lot of the. From what I'm kind of guessing here, but like the M60s and saws and shit like that.
Mm-hmm. These
Did you order that little thing? Did you post it on Facebook, Michelle?
No, I don't know where you'd order it from. I just seen the picture. I don't have a gun to put it on anyway. My gun doesn't have a
rail on it. Yeah.
rail on it.
Bye, Jack.
Good night. Yeah, but isn't that cute? I'd love to have a pair of earrings like that. I'd so wear them.
You probably would.
I would.
I seen your little. I commented on it. The post about the people that was just out in the little field and the deer just walked right up and let the lady pet her and stuff. And I posted that, and that truly happened. I was down in Beaufort, and it was a state park or whatever, but still, it didn't matter. I mean, it was the beach and all that, and the road. And there was a deer on the side of the road, the doe. And so I kept slowing down because I just knew some bitch was going to jump out in front of me. And I ended up stopping dead right beside it and had the window cracked down just a little bit. And then it walked up to the car and stuck his nose in the window and sniffed around.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a video, I think it was on YouTube, it might have been on Facebook, where this little fawn walked up to this little girl in the yard.
Yeah,
and
I
she
posted that.
petted it, played with it a minute, and then walked it back out in the woods and made it lay down, and then walked off and left it so the mama could find it again.
Very smart.
Yep. I mean, I'm talking about a spotted fawn. It was like young.
Yeah, I seen one, and I doubt it was a pet, but I don't know. Maybe it was a pet. I don't know. But I seen a video where a fawn and a dog were playing in somebody's yard.
Mm-hmm.
And like the dog would chase a damn little fawn. There's spotted, little Bambi.
Mm-hmm.
And then the deer would chase the dog around. This went on for like 5-10 minutes, just back and forth, And here in which I'm pretty sure it's illegal, supposedly, to have wild animals as a pet, from what I understand, whatever. But in town, in TR, well, our little town, I stopped at the store this years ago and went in, and when I was coming back out, at the time I was still married. And anyway, I noticed this dog in this truck, or what I thought was a dog. And when I got in the car, my wife was like, "That's a freaking deer in that truck." And she went over and started talking to the guy. He was in the truck too. And she petted it and everything. It was just sitting in the damn front seat beside the guy. You know, like a damn dog looking around.
Yeah, he's a dog.
Oh my gosh, that's too cool.
And the guy had told her that he had found it. You know, it had wandered onto his property, and probably his mom got shot or whatever. And so he just started taking care of it, and it just became like a pet to him.
Yep. When I was growing up, there was a group of friends, my parents' friends, that befriended a little orphaned raccoon. And it was cool for about the first month. That raccoon tore their house up. His claws, he would get into things, scratch up the furniture, just tear up anything. And I mean, he did. He tore that house up. And they had to get rid of him, but he didn't really want to leave.
Yeah, I seen
finally stayed in the woods.
Somebody subbed me here the other day, and I got looking at their videos, and they had like in their older videos, but a big dog, but they had this young raccoon that was like a pet. And I was just like, that shit is not going to turn out good, because a dog and raccoon are kind of messing with each other and playing and all. And it's like, when that raccoon grows up, yeah, it ain't going to be good in that house. You think it's all nice and cute right now, but this ain't Grizzly Adams. And I'm going to bet you don't stay nice and cute and pretty all the time. That's how much you're going to go off on somebody or something.
Exactly.
Yeah, them old coons tear that dog's ass up.
Mm-hmm. I could tell you could tell in the videos it was still kind of young and it was wanting to play around and stuff, but I was like, yeah, that ain't gonna be good. I mean, I don't know. I could be wrong. I ain't never raised a raccoon from a young coon, but yeah, I just don't see that working out.
What you giggling about this?
It don't take me much.
Oh, Jerry, I got tons of pink spray paint. I can spray paint all day long. I buy a can of spray paint. I try to find everything I can to spray paint pink. I think of everything. I'm still thinking about spraying my bingo cage pink.
I think you should.
I think I should too.
You might
I'm
have
thinking about it.
Yeah, you might have to sand your balls though to get the paint to adhere.
Well, I don't think I'll paint my balls, but I think I'll paint the.
No, I mean the earrings.
Oh! I thought you meant. I was like, I'm not painting every one of them little tiny balls.
No, I don't mean the balls.
That's right, Dish. I like natural colors.
All right.
I can spray paint, man.
You can make them all kinds of colors if you hold on to them tight enough.
Right, you can. I don't know, Johnny sure works like that. I'm gonna try and see. I'll let you
Ain't
know.
no damn mood ring now.
see.
Yeah, right? We'll see.
I'll be the judge of that.
Yeah, you'll get a mood you don't want.
You're in a bad mood. Yeah, you're in a bad mood now, aren't you? Yeah, run, Johnny, run.
No shit.
You do what I say or else. I still have them in my hand.
Yeah, Michelle, are those your ears? Did those holes close up yet? We gave up on Ohio.
I know, right? All 6 of mine. Yeah. They kept saying they'd be about done, be about done. Yeah.
You know what I love? Dish's necklace that she got. That was awesome.
Isn't that cool?
That horn, the antler, that is so cool. That really is abstract. I love that.
Yeah, me like you like it.
I missed out. Let's go back and check it out.
I got it right here. The cute little bag she sent. Well, she sent it to Tony, and then Tony sent it to me.
Yeah, that was in the mug, right?
Yeah, it was in the mug. Yeah. Can you see that? If I'm talking, can you see that? Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Antler and a 20 gauge, and it's got he picked out green for the color. So yeah, that's awesome.
Sparkle is the color.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Right.
I agree. I thought she did a nice job.
Yeah, she sure did. And this
That was very sweet of Tony. Right on.
Right. It's actually got the like lines on the tines, but you can't see them unless it's close up.
Oh, really? There's detail on it?
Yeah, there is. There's detail on it. So yeah, that's cool. I don't know if you can see if I can get it to stay straight. I don't know. You guys can't see that, but it's got lines on it.
That is really pretty.
Yeah, it's cool. It's unique.
Yeah, sure, Ohio, whatever.
Yeah, I know. Ohio's like, damn it, they're done. They just got to mail them out. I mean, gosh, I might be old. My holes will be closed up by then. All of my holes. All of them. They'll be closed up everywhere. I won't even be able to
All dried up, yeah.
See, I was going to test it out here, and test it out here, and here, and here, and here, and here. I was just going to let them hang, man, but she just messed it up for me. I need some new bling.
Whoever Jerry was talking to said PM me him the address.
Dish.
He's talking to you.
He's talking to me. He's got Johnny's. Yeah. TR, you want to set too?
No, I'm good.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with having an extra set just in case.
I don't have any piercings.
You might need to get some. Oh my gosh, Dish, we were watching the, what's the dude's name? Johnny? Black dude. What's his name?
Honey, I don't know what you're talking about. We was watching.
What's his name? What's his name?
He does Family Feud now. He's got the big white, what's his face? Anyway, him. We're watching his show. Watching his show today, and a guy off in is it 98 degrees? Yeah, 98 degrees. Oh my gosh, oh my goodness, they were all dancing. They were just muscular, like the Chippendale type deal, and they got this new Oh, they were all dancing. This one dude pulls his shirt off and he had both his nipples pierced. Oh my God, about fell out in the floor and he was just a dancing. They were so muscular and just fit. Oh my gosh. I was vacuuming and I was like, hold on, man, I gotta take a break. I sat down quick and they were just, boy, they had the muscles of moving
What the
and
hell is this called?
Steve Harvey show.
the Steve Harvey show.
Yeah.
Oh my good Lord, have mercy. Talk about putting out a fire, man.
Oh, everybody knows what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
Oh my gosh. No, J-Bobo, they probably look better on you. You might need to keep those mud. Yeah, I mean, you go with that wig you got. Yeah, you need to keep those.
Digging stuff out for his content spot. You better stay out of them floorboards of them cars.
Stealing those people's shit out their cars and stuff. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Yeah.
Holy shit, Batman.
Yeah, 3:30 now.
Yeah, we're going to have to call it quits, guys.
Yeah, that's good with me.
It's 3:30.
Yeah. Jammy time tomorrow, for God's sakes.
I
Yeah.
know. Yeah, we got a long night tomorrow night. And 7:30 was early this morning, so.
Oh, it's definitely your bedtime. Damn, that's a long fucking day right there.
Yeah, I've been up all day. I didn't sleep in.
Yeah, I think I got up at 9, so
No,
I'm
7:30.
wore out myself.
I had to get up and get the little ones off to school, so. Alright, guys, we will see you guys tomorrow night at 11 o'clock. Make sure you come back. And Ohio, won't you put those, I'm sure the post office is open till like 12 tomorrow.
We're done.
Before I die, I mean, unless you want me to be buried with them in my ears or something. That might be helpful. You know. But good night, guys. See you tomorrow night.
Later.
Oh, night-night.
Okay, kisses, everybody. Kisses. Kisses, everybody.
Bye.
Kisses.